right. Hello, y'all. I am laughing at my hair right now because I just fell up the steps and this is all a mess right now. But we're going to go with it. Hey guys, so today is a really important because we are going to talk about the things you need to stop doing in your business in 2025. I've got Jess Maurer here and I've got Denise Imbesi. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about this topic because so many of us overload our to-do list going into the new year, and we're already starting out behind the eight ball and feeling overwhelmed and in a bad place. And we all know business doesn't happen from a place where you're starting from a bad place. We need to start from a place of feeling empowered, of feeling confident about what we're doing. So there are a few simple things that we are all tempted to do, being told to do, shooting on ourselves about, that we want to talk about today that will bring you from overwhelm to feeling aligned and confident in the action that you're taking in your business. So I'm going to bring on Jess and Denise. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves and we're going to get started in on this important topic. As I do that, you guys, if you don't know me, I'm Kelly Coulter. I help health entrepreneurs create a profitable, easy to run business. I do that with two signature courses. The first one is around creating a program that's profitable and leverageable so that you're not having to add hours to your day in order to give yourself a raise. And then the second level is around creating social media that actually makes sales. How do you create the conversations? How do you create the engagement? And then what do you do with people once they engage with you on social media so that you are making sales? So that's what I do. And I'm going to bring Denise and Jess up. And you guys, will you please introduce yourselves? Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm Denise from Vibes Music and Muscle Mix Music. And with Vibes is an app, and the app is available for instructors to use in their in-person classes as well as their video on demand classes. So we're really excited about being here. I love chatting with Kelly. And Jess, go ahead, Jess.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jess Maurer. I'm a fitness business consultant, and I help companies and people go from feeling overwhelmed to feeling organized. And I am also the music concierge for Vibes Music.
Jess, are you going to give us a music update like you've done in the past today?
I sure am. I can't wait to tell you guys about a new thing we have up our sleeve for this Black Friday, November, whatever we're calling it now.
Do you guys have your Black Friday specials ready to announce?
We are doing a step-by-step Black Friday. So we've announced step 1 of Black Friday sales. We have another step coming, and then we have something even bigger coming for Cyber Monday. So we've got a lot of things to trickle and tell you about.
Okay, excellent. I can't wait. And next week, I'm planning on announcing all of my Black Friday stuff. So you guys can come back if you want and talk about yours as well.
Awesome.
Okay. So before we get started, we like to talk about what was good this week. You know, it's part of my whole focus on gratitude and just starting from a place of abundance rather than just getting right in and let's talk about business. So you guys, the hair is cracking me up. I thought it would be beachy waves. It's not really beachy waves.
You look adorable. You look adorable.
So who's got a best thing from this week?
Well, my best thing is I got to see Pink in concert. And it was unexpected because a friend of mine came into town from England and said, "Hey, I have an extra ticket. Want to go on a Monday night?" I'm like, how do you say no to that? But the best part about the concert was how positive she is. And, and positive towards the crowd. And the last few concerts I've been to have been like that. Back when I was growing up, when you go see a concert, it was all about the divas, right? Donna Summer and, Diana Ross. And they're awesome. And I love the divas. But they were very focused on themselves. But I find now that concert, they're focused on us, which is, it just feels good. It feels different.
Oh my
But she's
gosh.
amazing. I highly recommend going to see her in concert.
I love it. And I can vouch for that as well, because I went with my daughter in 2018, maybe 2019. And it was just the best. She didn't even know all the music because it's actually a little bit too old for her.
Yeah,
But
it's like right in the middle. Yeah, yeah.
we like held hands and stood and danced the entire concert. It was so good.
Yeah, I don't like to sit down at concerts. Yeah, no.
And Pink is amazing, and she is so positive. Now, did she bring her daughter out on stage or no?
She did. Did she bring her out for you?
Oh, yeah. And she was young enough that she jumped into her arms, but now she's older. She's like a
Yeah,
teenager,
she's
right?
older. Yeah, yeah. She sang a verse.
Aww.
So cute, so positive, so great. And before she said,
might be who I want to be.
Before she sang the F word, she said, "My mom's in the audience, and she's going to be mad at me right now." But oh well, sorry, Mom. Effing perfect, you know that song.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it was cute. Who's next? Who's got a great thing?
Well, I'm going to keep on the vibe, if you will, of live music. And while you were at Pink on one side of Orlando, I was just a few blocks over and I went to see Black Violin, who is an artist, by the way, that we have on the Vibes Music app. But if you are really interested in this genre of like merging different types of music styles together, check out Black Violin. They take classical music and give it a hip hop feel. And it was just absolutely incredible. It was such a great show. And I also have to contribute that I love seeing Pink. I went and saw her on the Truth About Love tour, and it just blew my mind. It just made my head pop off on how talented she really is.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm looking at my playlist because before we were talking about Black Violin earlier before the show, and I was saying I used to have them in my spin playlist, and I wanted to tell you what song, but I'm not finding it. Yes, so good. It's really exciting music. It's
absolutely.
I got to check them out.
Something.
Kelly,
fresh.
what's your best thing?
Oh my gosh! So we have crossed a major threshold. Can't talk. We've crushed a major threshold in the renovation, and I'm starting to feel like I live in a house. You guys are talking about these wonderful entertainment things that you did over the weekend. I spent like 16 hours a day refinishing my floors. So we got them laid, and now they are like, wow, they have a finish on them. We have baseboards. And I'm starting to feel like I live in a house. Oh my gosh. Go look at my husband's Facebook, because you know I never post, but he posts all the time. And he's got like the blow by blow there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a good feeling.
It really, it's crazy, you guys. You know, I'm not going to go too far off topic, but I'm just going to say this. If you're ever tempted to move into a house and renovate it, I would really examine that impulse. I don't know that I would do it again, because we've been here in April it'll be 2 years, and I've been like, it's one of those things where you don't even realize until you look back on it. I've felt like I've been living in like other people's dirt and filth for 2 years until we got these floors like sealed up. I wouldn't do it again. But it's been really fun, and I feel invincible as far as like what I'm able to accomplish with a saw and a hammer.
That's awesome. I love it.
It is fun. That part has been really fun.
Congrats.
I just wouldn't live in it if I didn't have to. Okay, you guys. So top 3 things. So each of us is going to take one. We've each come with our own flavor of the top thing that you need to stop doing in your business this year. And so I'll go first, since you guys are a little bit along the same lines. I'm going to say stop listening to every business guru out there. I guess it's really 2 things, because I think that there are so many different coaches, and the field is getting more and more crowded every single day. And that's great, because there are really talented people out there that really know what they're talking about. But each of them has their own kind of hook where they come in and they talk about a certain thing, and that's like their thing. Like Amy Porterfield talks about email list building, and Marie Forleo talks about how everything is figure outable, and Brock Johnson is telling you to post 3 reels a day. And if you're guru surfing and like listening to all of them in your headphones all day, like while you're walking and doing things outside of your business, what ends up happening is that you get this like overwhelm. So now you're like, oh my gosh, I have to post 3 reels every day. And if I don't, I'm behind. And I have to do something to grow my email list. And if I don't, I'm behind. And I have to, I'm trying to think of, you get the idea.
Yeah.
So
how do you decide which is the right one or which is the one to listen to?
you know what the right one is? The one you pick and go with.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have to pick something and you have to work it all the way through.
Mhm.
Anything will work
Point.
if you work it. But
Good point.
if you strategy surf, that's when you're switching direction every time something doesn't work. That's when you feel overwhelmed. That's what like when you feel like responsible for doing all the things out there.
Mhm.
And so a great example is the 3 reels a day. That can be successful, but you can't do that in combination with trying to figure out a lead magnet that's going to bring people in so that you can grow your email list and trying to figure out when you're going to do your next launch. All of those are separate strategies. So pick one, go with it. And I would add to that
I like that.
whoever you pick, whatever strategy you pick, go into that training. If you can at all manage it with your time and with your money, the best investment that you can make in your business is to get guidance, especially when you're on your way to your first $100,000 year. So get the guidance, go all in with that coach, do whatever you have to do to make that happen, and then follow it all the way through until it is successful.
Or to make it happen or realize that it's not working and, test if it didn't work, right? Tweak
So
it
to
until
you,
it
how
works.
long do you try it out before you say it worked or it didn't work?
For me, can't go by me. I'm squirreling all day long. So I'm the person that's listening to you. Yeah, talk to Jess.
Yeah. So my response is the same thing that we tell our health and fitness clients. You got to give it at least 12 weeks. You're looking at a quarter, and then that is not where you just ditch and run. It's where you look and revise. It's the same kind of concept. If you were baking something for the first time, you would follow the recipe to the T. And you would practice that a couple of times before you were like, you know what? I think it needs less nutmeg. And then you would just simply change the recipe slightly instead of throwing the whole thing out and starting with cheeseburgers.
You're not just going to like bake a whole new cookie or a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I might.
Denise might, but you're going to tweak it, right? And so you want to give the habit long enough of a roadway to ensure that it is a habit. So about 12 weeks, and then assess of just like what needs to be tweaked. You want to throw the whole thing out. In my world, you throw the whole thing out if it's not worked in 9 months. If it's time if it has enough time to bake and be a baby, you should have seen some results by then. If you didn't see a result in your baby, then you can ditch and start making cheeseburgers.
I like that. Well, this is all real good, Kelly, because it helps me remind me to stay, one-dimensional or, stay with something. I like that.
Well, I think it feeds really well also into what I think you're going to say, because it speaks to not switching strategies. And also a lot of us are like, okay, I don't have 9 months to wait until something makes money. And so I think what you're about to say is the thing that's key to getting clients and getting a business moving right now while you're baking on those strategies. So let's move over to you.
Who's you? Me?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to say stop reacting to distractions. I'm going to save the other thing, Jess, that we talked about for another.
You got it.
Because we're talking about the stopping right now. I really find it funny when I call someone, a friend, and they answer the phone and say, I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you? Why did you answer? That just really, I don't understand that. Why did you even answer to say I'm in the middle of something? Just ignore it, and I'll know you're in the middle of something. and then
Right?
come back. But this isn't only about the phone. I mean, and I'm talking to myself too, by the way,
Mhm.
because I'm the queen of distractions. But I have found that I have to actually turn my phone off. Do not disturb doesn't work. I don't know how to do the settings or whatever. But I literally turn it off when I have something that I have to be very mindful and very intentional with. And it does go, Kelly, with what you're saying. You know, pick something. I've learned this. Pick one or two things and really give it your all and
Mm.
be focused. Even going to the concert, by the way, there are those people that will stay on their phone nonstop filming the concert. I'm
Mm.
not judging, but they
Mhm.
will do that. But I don't, for me, I can't be 100% in it. And I can't 100%
No,
enjoy
yeah.
it and feel the whole experience if I'm like this the whole time.
Like,
Mhm.
But
even
back
if
to the,
you're, like,
yeah,
live broadcasting it and you're watching it through your phone, or, like, when you're at your kids' events and you're watching through your phone while you're videoing, that makes me insane when I look out in the crowd and it's all just people videoing. It's like,
it's
just be
makes me
here with
crazy.
me. Somebody's
Be here
taking a
with your
video, it's
kid.
fine.
Be
Yeah,
here with your kid. But yeah,
yeah.
so back to the business part.
Mhm,
I have been working on being more intentional. And ironically, that's the word I picked. So on January 1st, I have a friend of mine who has an angel party. So the angels give you a message, and the word I picked from my angel was intentional.
Really?
So
I
yeah,
wanna be
yeah.
invited to that party.
Okay, come on down. But yeah, so being more mindful, and what works for me, I don't say I do it every day, is to stop in the morning, set the day in the morning. Stop in the
Mm,
morning and write down, no
mhm,
matter what happens today, I want to accomplish. I usually limit it to two. If you
mhm,
start doing a whole to-do list of six things, it makes your head spin. Doesn't mean
Mhm.
you only do two things, but if nothing else, I have to do those two things. Um,
I do that on Monday
that's my
morning
advice to you.
for the
Monday
week.
morning for the
Yeah, so
week.
the way that I thought that, this plays into what I was saying about,
Oh,
not tactic surfing is that, I feel like especially in the beginning of your business, the more intentional you get, the more, kind of personal you're able to get. I think a lot of us, like, spray and pray our message, and to me, intentional means you're going to like individuals. So I always tell my clients, if you're starting your program next week and you want 5 clients, pick the 5 clients that you want from the people that you know and go to them and have a conversation. Like, so I think there's a
yeah,
level of intentionality that has to do with who you're bringing into your orbit, who you're having conversations with, like who your marketing speaks to.
yeah, yeah. And also on that same note of intention, I'll just wrap up here with this. Sometimes we get an email and we could take care of whatever that is, that fire, really quick, two
Mhm.
minutes, 5 minutes. But sometimes we get an email and we could spiral on down to, oh, maybe I'll make the homepage of my website green this week instead of, and now you spend an hour in this whole direction
Mhm.
that is kind of
Mhm.
a waste.
Mhm. And sometimes
So,
you're like me and you don't look at your email for weeks on end, and people get very
oh
upset with you about
boy,
it.
you are lucky. I don't do that. I would like to do that more, but yeah. So that's it. So intention. We have I have a month and a half left to fulfill that, what the angels have told me.
Love it. I love
Yes,
I think you have
Jessica
been very
Maurer.
intentional this year. I mean, there have been some very specific things that you wanted to get done that you have gotten done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And
Jessica
also
Maurer, what you got?
I want to come to the angel party. That's number one.
You can
Yeah.
come. You can
Thank
come.
Can we have like an online angel party? Maybe we can have an angel party for our group.
God, I like that. Maybe we will.
And so my tip for everybody of like what to stop doing in 2025 is creating content that you either can't use or you're not going to use. And sometimes we all fall into that habit of like, I'm going to create this and create this and create this and create this. And we never see it all the way fully through. We fall off and squirrel out on something else, or we create it in a way that it makes it unusable. So for example, if you piss off Beyonce by using one of her songs in your on-demand video, or you make Taylor Swift upset because you use one of her songs in your Instagram post, you've wasted your time in creation and you've kind of broken the trust a little bit from your clientele, because your video is going to pop up and it's going to show as being muted, which means that your people are going to understand you did something wrong. So understand what content you can put out in 2025. That's going to be huge. In order to do that, you kind of have to know a little bit about the laws that are changing on social media, in emails. You need to follow up with what's going on with spam laws in Canada and in the United States, because a lot of things are changing, especially in the world of Gmail. So start spending a little bit of time, just a little bit of your week, of figuring out, okay, if I'm going to spend all my time doing this email campaign, am I staying compliant? Am I really fitting into the world of what my email newsletter says? How can I be more intentional in my follow-up, to Denise's point, of should I be building out things that speak directly to who opens and who clicks, so that I can give them a phone call when a new project is coming around that I think is perfect to them, as Kelly mentioned before. And then on social media, you got to use royalty-free music. If you're not already using royalty-free music for your on-demand videos, your recorded videos, your social media videos, you got to start, because there may have been a little bit of time during the pandemic where, certain people turned a blind eye to what we were doing. They're not turning a blind eye anymore. They are coming back and saying, hey, we know that we were a little lax. We're not lax anymore. And we're really paying attention to the fitness space, because fitness is so integrated with music. So you pick up music, and we just happen to have the perfect tool to help you. So at Vibes Music, we have royalty-free music as part of our Studio Toolbox subscription. And our Studio Toolbox subscription, it's very easy for you to see all of the virtual, that means royalty-free, content you can use for all of your videos. And in addition, because we are relaunching this initiative now that it's Black November, or whatever we're calling this time of year now, we're relaunching.
Yes, Black November.
Right? It's the whole thing. We've relaunched Studio Toolbox actually as of Monday. And we've included more mixes, more things for you to be able to view and download from your computer, but also you now get access to Vibes. So not only when you sign up for Studio Toolbox, do you get the classes, do you get the music you can use for your virtual classes, you get the music you can use for your live classes. So it's almost like a 2-in-1 bundle, hence Toolbox, meaning multiple things all together in the box. And so we're offering that right now, 50% off. You can go to vibesmusic.app. And that is going to allow for you to see all of the goodies in Studio Toolbox. And it'll explain to you even more about the idea of rocking your socials with new royalty-free music. So vibesmusic.app, join us for 50% off our Studio Toolbox membership. And that includes your Vibe membership as well. And now some of you watching may say, well, I already have Vibes. How do I get this together? Well, we have the best customer service team on the planet. Denise, Rhonda, and I, we will make sure that you are taken care of. You just have to send us over an email at hello@musclemixes.com, and we will get your situation figured out on the back end to make sure you get to save this 50% off for Studio Toolbox, because in 2025, do not piss off Beyonce.
Amen. Amen. I've noticed recently that I'm getting muted even when there is no music. It's like there are bots out there. So we're specifically talking about social media content, because that's where you're going to get muted. That's where you're going to get egg on your face in front of your clients and your potential clients. And I'm noticing that there are bots that are kind of searching the videos and muting just like a little portion. Like, I don't know.
What are they muting? Your voice? Your voice?
I'm not sure. I've got to go back and really dig in, because it's happened to me twice recently. But it is a problem, right? Because you spend time making your video content. You spend time thinking about the things you're going to say if you're doing like an informational video, or creating a sample workout, or whatever it is. And so to put it out there to the world and then have it be muted, it is a big deal. It affects, it wastes your time, and it damages your credibility.
And most people, when we talk about this, they think about Facebook. Oh, well, I'm not going live on Facebook. It's not a big deal. Vimeo also will mute you, and so will YouTube. So if you have a hosting platform where you're recording your morning yoga and then you're putting it onto a hosting site, they also have permissions to mute you, and they are. We know that YouTube is heavy.
Hosting sites like Kajabi, Teachific, that kind of thing?
Yeah, they even will have internal. It depends on how the hosting service works, but Vimeo has recently just started, because in years past it used to be known as the safe haven, right? Not anymore.
Oh no.
This is really good information, because I do know so many of us in this group who are using whatever music and then just kind of skirting the rules by recording it and putting it somewhere where they think nobody's ever going to know.
Yeah, hosting sites are starting. Hosting platforms where you can put your content, they're really starting to come out and put a stop to that. Even recently, there was a podcast performance platform that's called Buzzsprout. They've even come out and said, hey, we're going through all of our podcasts. We just want to make sure everyone's being compliant. So it's starting to really pick up steam. And we know that, again, we don't want to make our favorite artists like Pink upset. We want to ensure that the songwriters and the shareholders for the music we're using are being compensated in the right way. And so using royalty-free music is just kind of essential. And then if you want real artists in your live class, then we have the solution for you at Vibes. That's for your live in-person classes.
Now, there is a solution that does allow you to, I don't want to take us too far off topic, but there is a solution. It's a higher level solution, but you can use the popular music by the original artists at when you come in at a higher level, correct?
Yes.
You just gotta reach out to that lady right there. If she's on your screen with Denise on her name, say hello. You guys need to become best friends. Get on her calendar, because if you have an on-demand platform and you want Beyonce,
you're right. That is a whole nother discussion. Yeah, we have a couple of different plans, but yes, that one is
Denise. I'm posting your email address. Okay.
No, actually, just send them to hello@musclemixes.com, because that's the best place where everything kind of goes. Yeah. No, this is great. And we've had
does check her email. It's best to email hello.
I check it too much is my problem, according to the angels. According to the angels, I check it too much. Yeah, I do. And we have a lot of great companies and fitness individuals who are on the Studio Toolbox and are quite happy. We have a yearly plan and we have a monthly plan. So whichever way works best for you. I mean, people are really happy with it. The music is great. There are a lot of royalty-free music companies out there, but we focus on fitness. So every song in there is geared towards a specific fitness activity. Whereas, some of these other companies that are royalty-free music companies, they boast, millions of songs, hundreds of thousands of songs, but only a small sliver can be used really in fitness. So we're really happy with our library.
Yes. I think you guys really stepped up the game as far as royalty-free for fitness.
Thank you. And actually, one of our songs is used at the beginning of your little intro.
It is. It's called Rise Up.
There you go.
It is.
There you go.
Love it.
So this is great. I mean, I can't wait to hear feedback from viewers about what they think about these 3 things to stop doing in 2020.
Yeah, agreed.
And how successful they are at the end of the year.
Whether you're watching live or whether you're watching in the recording, I would love for you to comment on which of the 3 really speaks to you the most, and which you're going to stop doing right away, and which you're going to stop doing later in the year. Or are you going to stop doing all 3 right away?
Right.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. Can't wait. Please share those with us.
Absolutely.
What people have to say.
We often, as business and entrepreneurs, we come into conversations with you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to do this. And sometimes you really just need people to be like, actually, you can stop doing some things. But before we go, do you guys mind if I give a little bit of another Vibes update real quick?
I love your Vibes updates. Yes, please.
Yes. So we're announcing on Monday in our Grapevine newsletter, which if you don't get, make sure to reach out to us at hello@musclemixes.com so we can make sure to get you registered. We put out the latest and greatest music and fitness information, as well as links to our partners in that. And Monday, we're going to announce our big Black Friday special. Denise, do you mind if I let them know what it is?
Sure, go ahead.
So we told you that Studio Toolbox is 50% off. So you can get royalty-free music and vibes included in that membership. As long as you do it before December 2nd, it does expire. And then if you are not interested in royalty-free because you only teach in the live setting, then vibes is going to be available for $10.25. That'll be $102 for the year. And that is going to start our Black Friday. Now, not only is it only $10.25, which we hope you get the 25 that we're laying down there. It's going to be $10.25. It also comes with a free gift. We have collected some of the best material from our lovely friends and family, and we're going to be giving you free workouts. We're going to be giving you free tips. We're going to be giving you free workshops. Everything's going to be bundled together with your purchase. In addition to that, on Giving Tuesday, we're going to give away a free membership to Vibes for the whole year to one of our lucky. So if you have bought Vibes in our Black Friday sale, you're going to be entered on this lovely spinning wheel, and we're going to select who's going to get the year for free. So don't wait. Go ahead and join us.
I love it. I love the week of Black Friday. It's so much fun. But you're right. It's
so how are you going to pick your winner? Are you going to like come up and do like a live thing with the little spin wheel?
We have a wheel. We have a digital wheel. It's hilarious. Yeah. We're going to come out and spin the wheel. Yeah.
Very nice.
So Kelly, do you want to I'm putting you on the spot. You want to give something away too?
I am. I am giving away a coupon code to do the Make Money as a Coach blueprint, which is my level 0 training. Everybody should do it. It will give you really great clarity on what you need to do in 2025 in your business. It's all about creating the plan that's going to leverage your skills and your time so that, again, you're not having to add hours and sessions to an already packed week in order to make more money.
Awesome.
Love it.
I love that.
It's the difference between well, we won't go into it right now. Let's wrap it up and we'll talk more about it.
I want to say that I will not be here next week for Thanksgiving week. Be out of town. But happy Thanksgiving to all of you, you and yours.
Thank you. You as well. Jessica, do you want to come back and talk about your Black Friday specials?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to.
Excellent. Yeah. That's what I'm going to be talking all about next week is our Black Friday specials. Also, if you are a VIP group expert within the Healthpreneur Hub, if you are a past client of mine, if you have got a Black Friday special that can help health entrepreneurs like us, send it to me because I'm going to be putting a document together that puts them all in one place so that you've got easy access to what everybody is doing for Black Friday.
Awesome. It's a big weekend in fitness, believe it or not. You guys, you instructors,
there is money to be made from now to the end of the year.
You spend money that weekend. I can vouch for that. So if you have something to sell, small or big, blow it up that weekend. So
agreed.
People spend money like crazy.
So Jess, I will see you next week. Denise, have a happy Thanksgiving. Everybody here, have a great Thanksgiving. Can't wait to see you next week to talk about Black Friday specials. And we will see you there.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Take care.